Welcome back. This is John Locke, and today I'm answering this question that I saw somebody talking about in an SEO forum. Somebody was asking about content freshness as a factor in SEO. And the way that they addressed this question was they were talking about search results, and they noticed, at least in their particular category, that everybody seemed to have dates that show in the search results that were kind of recent. And they were saying, I find it hard to believe that people are updating their content like all the time. Does Google favor fresh content? Now, any signal that can be manipulated is not a good signal. Now, what you might be seeing in the search results, it could either be the original published date or the published date that is being output by the content management system like WordPress or Drupal or Joomla. It might output what we call structured data that says the date that it was published. The other thing that it might be that you're seeing is what's called the modified date, which is the last date that a certain page was modified. Now, in a lot of these content management systems, you can update one word or one line, change the meta description or whatever, and save it back. And it will say that that is the last date that it was modified. I recently did a whole bunch of modifications to a bunch of my blog posts because I was adding a different image format to a lot of them for the featured image. So a lot of them have that freshness date. But it doesn't mean that I really made big sweeping changes to it, and that's not the reason that they would be ranking if you happen to see any of them ranking. Because Google is going to look at the last time that it crawled the page, and then it's going to say maybe this person changed one sentence in here. But just because it has a more recent date, that's a trick. And anything that's a trick, you should dispense that from your way of thinking and cast it out. And you have to think about it. If you see it and it's obvious, then for sure the Google engineers have already seen it as well, and they're probably taking steps to say hey, we're not going to rank something just because it has a more recent published date. That's a crappy signal, and it's not useful to searchers. Now, the third thing that date that you're seeing could be in the search engine results pages, and again, it's because I've seen it on my own thing. If you added a video to a page, like a YouTube video or something like that, the date that's showing in that search result might be the date that video was uploaded. That's a third thing that it could be. So there's 3 different dates that might be showing: the original published date, or the date that you say it was published, because you can change the date that it's published originally in a lot of these content management systems, or it can be the modified date, or if there's a video in there, it could be the date that the video was published. All these things are being crawled, all this data is being crawled, and basically being spit out as a search result. Now, does Google reward that content freshness? If you make big sweeping changes to a page, if you take a page that is already in existence and you add a whole bunch of content to it, or if you make a bunch of edits to it, then of course Google's going to reevaluate that page and then rank it accordingly. If you just change one itsy bitsy little thing or one line here or there, it's not going to boost up just because you made a recent edit to it, or if you change the date. Those things are gimmicks, and you need to not think about those. So if you see something ranking, more than likely it's because Google feels that it has merit for that search query, and that people who are searching, typing that phrase in, are going to find that page useful. So I would look at things besides the published date or the modified date. So I hope that helps. My name is John Locke. My business is Lockedown Design and SEO. I'm here about 3 days a week making videos on SEO. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, and I would love to achieve that goal. So go ahead and hit subscribe, smash the subscribe button, or however they say that. And that's it for now. Till next time. Peace.